What up, what up, what up, y'all? This is episode 8 of the Behooves Me to Say podcast. I am your host, Darren Fleet. Lately, I've been putting out some videos that has been sparking a lot of questions amongst my fan base and amongst a lot of people that love and care about me. I just want to say I'm fine, first and foremost. I don't feel like there's nothing I would have said, done differently. Um, I just think that in life, our goal is to keep going and to keep growing. And I just woke up one day, and I was like, you know what, Darn? What am I doing all of this for? And I think that everyone asks themselves that question sometimes, like whether you're in a marriage, whether you're on a job, or whether you just flew out the country on a vacation and then you get there and it's like, damn, why did I do all that? I could have just went up the street to the beach or whatever it may be. So I think we all come to that point in our lives, and I think when I came to that point of my life is when it was time for me to plan my new tour. And everybody who's behind me and a lot of people who are in my corner or people who are on my team was like, darn, now we got to come up with concepts to sell tickets. Like, I got this funny idea, and I'm just looking up and down my group chat, and not to tell my personal business, but fuck it, we here now. I'm looking up and down my group chats. People like, oh, we can do this, or what if we do that, or we're going to Pittsburgh, we should play the black and yellow theme song from Wiz Khalifa, and all this shit that I just was like, no, no, no. I crossed out so many ideas, y'all, that almost jammed my fucking thumb. I was, no, no, no. I did not want to make up another funny concept to get people to buy into something that has been funny for 10 years for them. And I know that when I say these things, it could hurt people who love me or people who have invested in me, but I just don't feel like I got another funny video that I care to give my fans today, or another funny concept, or what behooved me was, I just feel like after doing something for a decade, after you've been married to your husband for 10 years, do you still got to prove how much you love him? Like, I feel like sometimes when I get to the grips of darn, we're going to go back on tour, or we're selling this product, or we are trying to promote to sell tickets, do I have to be funny to do that? Don't they already know I'm funny? I mean, this is a serious question. I know that it may even sound like arrogance, but no, I don't even like to call myself an expert, but I know exactly what I'm doing to do what I need to get done. I know funny. So at what point do I just tell my fans, I'm coming to Texas, and they trust that, oh, he gonna be funny because you've seen me do it for 10 years. I don't feel like I have that funny button to prove no more. I don't feel like I need to do another light, ring camera, and green screen concept to prove to you, oh, I'm still funny. You knew I was funny yesterday. You knew I was funny the day before yesterday. You knew I was funny last year. I haven't gotten in some fatal car accident that wiped my memory. I didn't go through something so life-changing that I couldn't find the funny bone. I didn't get my heart broken so bad that I just couldn't produce funniness no more. So why the fuck am I proving that? I was like, no, I'm not going to do that no more. And I ain't care who did not want to move with me in that. I watched Mary J. Blige find her happiness in a relationship, and I remember fans saying, we miss Mary when she was struggling. We miss not going cry. It's too bad. It's too bad. Black eye and black boots, Mary J. Blige. And I also saw fans who grew with Mary when she decided, I'm just fine. No more drama. I shouldn't have to be a drug addict who is going through an abusive relationship for people to say, you know what, I love Mary J. Blige. She helped me through something. So when I thought about my life, I was like, I find more comfort in telling people the truth and telling people shit that they need to hear. You know, we got a whole lot of shit going on in this country right now. Like, for instance, little girls missing in Virginia. Hmm? That is shit that we should be talking about. I don't want to waste my time telling y'all about Cardi B being pregnant when that ain't none of our business, when you ain't gotta take care of Cardi's baby, neither do I. And it's just like, and it's not no epiphany. It's nothing that pushed me to this. It's about, I'm a 35-year-old man. I've been telling jokes for y'all since I was 24 years old. And I love what I do. I love every aspect of comedy. I grew up watching comedy. I have, studied comedy. I've studied some of the greats of Carol Burnett and Nipsey Russell, Flip Wilson. I don't need to prove to you today that I can do sketch, I can do impersonation, I can do roast, I can do a comedy video on my humdrum fucking day. Haven't y'all seen me do all of that? Do you really need to see me do that again? Do we really need Beyonce to do another 8 count for us? Do you really need to see Beyonce put a ring on it for you to know that she can shake that ass with other homegirls in the background and fabulous blonde hair? Do you need it? Do you need it? Do Meryl Streep need to read another fucking monologue for you to know this woman can act? Meryl, that's a good actor. Oh, Meryl can act. She bought it home. You know. Do Tyra Banks need to walk another fucking runway for you to know that she can strut? Naomi Campbell is almost 50 years old, and this woman is still doing Victoria's Secret runway. And I thought about it to myself. That's no dig at Naomi. Go Naomi. Go Naomi. We see you, Nene. Woo. You still got it. You'll show them girls at 19. But I thought about it one day. Darn, I'm a 35-year-old man. Do I want to be coming up with a video concept to my fans at 40 fucking 5? I've done this for 10 years. I was not going to wake up the next 10 years like, oh, but my fans want to see me. And then I'll be 75, Dick Gregory age, telling some, get my ring light. Fuck no. I'm not doing that. and I think that bothered some of my fans because some of the shit that I was getting in my inbox, darn, but we believed in you, you letting us down. Well, you letting me the fuck down if you have expectations of me setting up a ring light, writing out a video concept. I'm not going to say not every once in a while or every once in a blue moon I won't just feel the need to just, what's the word that I made up last part? Enthrall y'all. That's when you enthuse and upthral. To enthrall y'all. But every fucking day? Really, bitch? Do you want to see me every day? I don't even want to see me every day. And at 35, I've enjoyed waking up and not giving a fuck. I know that sound bad, but like, at one day I was like, you know what? I want to always look good for my fans. I want to comb my hair. I want to have on stylish clothing and make sure that my teeth are always white and make sure that I always look youthful. And then one day I'm like, bitch, y'all getting old too. So who's you to impress? And I hate to say that because, I know it make me seem ungrateful. I am so grateful for what God has pushed me to do and the lives I've been able to touch via videography. But I can still touch them same lives when y'all buy tickets, which it behooves me to say, Pittsburgh, PA, I'm going to be your way on the 12th day of September, live at the Comedy Bar. And the day after, Comedy Bar, Detroit, Michigan. September the 13th, we got action. Oh, and September the 20th and 21st, Chicago, Illinois, also at the Comedy Bar. Now, a lot of people were asking me, darn, is the Comedy Bar the name of the club? That's the name of the club. I so happen to be doing their franchise, kind of like when I do the Funny Bone franchise, and I do the Comedy Zone franchise, or the Improv or Helium franchise. They're a franchisal club who I think deserves a lot of love. Let's shout out the Comedy Bar while we at it, because they give me a way to see my fans in real time. And I think that that's what it is too. I've been doing stand-up so much and so long that I I've gotten spoiled by hearing the actual laughter opposed to seeing LOL or smiley face emoji or darn you crack me up. Yeah, you know, I know you lying. IKYA or whatever it may be. Y'all have no idea. It's to the point of my life where I don't get enthused or amused when I see other people comedy videos. I'm like, I already know how this gonna end. Yep, look, the train missed him. Okay, yeah, but his latte flew up in his face. This my face watching other people work sometimes. So I can only imagine how people feel when they watch mine. Now, like I said before, I am appreciative. I'm never ungrateful. I do love what videography has bought me over the years, but baby, I'm tired. I want to do other shit. I found a way to make money with just sitting on my ass. Yay to that. And I'm actually doing it now. So this has been a lot more fun for me telling my truths. Telling my truths instead of what I feel like people want to hear. I feel like people need to hear the fucking truth. You really, really do. And it's better to hear it now before it's too late. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why my computer acting so fucking slow today, y'all. Days that I want it to move fast, it don't. Days that don't give a damn, it moves so fast. You think this shit is 5G built-in Wi-Fi. And it's not. It's really, really not. Cardi B just upset some fans from her rollout, right, of her album, and people are upset with her. Why, I don't know. We want more from Cardi. I told y'all on our last podcast setup that Cardi is at this place of her life too, probably, where she be like, damn, I done given y'all my best for 10 years. You hit that 10-year mark and you be like, what? That girl is somebody mother. Somebody mother. And according to y'all, she about to be somebody mother again. Do you really care if she don't do another song? Even Rihanna. Rihanna probably felt like I've given y'all damn near 10 albums. Get the fuck. When it's time for you to retire at your job, are you going to give them 10 more years? Now, I know there will be a person like, yes, because that's going to keep you working. You know, I love to work. I love to work. That's going to keep you alive. And I agree with all of that. But do you really want to give your job 10 more years? Bitch, you've been working at Amazon since Amazon was Sprint and Embark. Now they a whole big damn warehouse selling shit by Sprint and Embark. Do you really want to still work for them at the end? I'm like, no, I don't want to do that shit. So I'm tired of pushing out artists. I see where Lil Nas X just got out of jail too, and people are upset at him for going to jail for doing shit that addicts do. Turns out he ain't have one drug in his system. I said, when you can do all of that shit without one drug in your system, yeah, you are the fucking drug. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. I'm glad to see Lil Nas X kind of crash out, because it let me know what not to do. When people have all these expectations of you, your next level is crash out. I don't know what I would do if I was walking up the street in Baltimore and my drawers were matching boots. First and foremost, Baltimore is not a safe city just to be walking the fuck up the street with your matching boots, let alone drawers and matching boots. That's the wrong thing to do. So I'm so glad that I could see somebody else kind of go through it, so I know that I don't need to do it. I was like, oh no. But the expectations be high. People be putting like unrealistic expectations on celebrities. Beyonce is aging. Of course she is. Beyonce is a mother of fucking 3, and she's a wife. She's closer to 45 than she is 21. So, yeah, of course she is. Of course she is. And I think that when we put these unrealistic standards on people as if they're not fucking people, it pushes them to Whitney Houston heights or Michael Jackson heights, where you have to self-medicate all, just probably to feel human, because people have these inhumane expectations of you. And you're like, what? Bitch, you go out there and moonwalk on ankles that are 52 years old. Y'all want this nigga to moonwalk and go low to the ground until his back almost fucking break and then disappear into thin fucking air in the presence of the top model Iman, who don't even fucking model anymore. That's what people wanted. People wanted Whitney Houston to hit "I Will Always Run to You" notes that she was able to hit in her late 20s with child. People wanted her to hit that at the age of 40 fucking 5. Yeah, after smoking cigarettes, pushing out a kid, and dealing with an abusive fucking husband. Like, you hit a beautiful note. You hit a beautiful note. I know people who can barely make it through the rest of their workday after overeating on your fucking lunch break, but you want Whitney to eat a fucking sub at Subway for you while looking beautiful, while you're harassing her for a fucking picture and asking her to sing "I Will Always Love You." I think the fuck not. I think the fuck not. And I don't think enough people are giving people grace. You want Eddie Murphy to make you laugh. This man is a fucking grandfather. Okay? Now he's dealing with little kids that we're raising, people my age or younger, are fucking raising from the iPad and the internet who probably don't even know who the fuck Eddie Murphy is. These 5 and 6-year-olds, they refer to him as that nigga who played in the clubs. You know what I'm saying? And we're looking at like, I know you didn't just disrespect raw, delirious, boomerang, coming to America as Eddie Murphy. And they are looking like, bitch, I don't care. So we are holding our favorite celebrities to still be what they were to us as a child. I will never ask Beyonce to team up with Destiny's Child, because the key word in Destiny's Child is fucking child. This is a woman with her own child. Oops, I forgot. Shri. You know what I mean? I'm just at this place in my life where I want to just see people get healthy, grow old, marry the person of their dreams, live a rich life, and whatever that means to you. And I'm not just saying rich as in what we got in our bank accounts, but rich as in what I got in my fucking spirit. I have a lot to offer outside of comedy, even though comedy is one of my strong suits. But this time, when it was time to sell tickets for my comedy shows, I was not going to use comedy to sell tickets, because I don't feel like I have a fan out there of Darren Fleet who don't know that I am funny. Why the fuck are you a fan then? It ain't just because I'm beautiful. If that's the case, I wouldn't even have to open my mouth. I know I'm pretty good looking, especially at 35. I just like, I know that. These things I know, for the Bible tells me so. However, I don't need no one blowing smoke up my ass and following me because I'm so beautiful. People follow me because I'm funny. Because what other reason would you have to buy my tickets other than your wife drug you out to see this guy who she lays in bed at 2 and 3 in the morning cracking up at his videos while you're asleep, and she's forcing herself to laugh at your jokes. Now you're forcing yourself to come to my comedy show to find out, oh, I'm really funny. Oh, duh. We already fucking knew that. So I don't feel like another funny video from Darren is going to help you do that. I feel like people should just want to come and see me because, bitch, you already know what's up. I get more pleasures in telling guys my truth. Like how I've been, able to stay healthy for you over the few years. I've done this whole health documentary that I know that is going to be picked up by Prime. I'm one of the people who wrote on the documentary, and I'm also in it, where they didn't know that I could make being, healthy funny. And I wasn't trying. I was telling people the truth. At one time, I did not eat healthy on the road, and it was not because I ate junk foods and all of that. I've never been like a person who just needed sweets, unless you're talking about them apple pies, them Dutch apple pies that Wegman have. They know better than that. Oh, that shit is so good. However, I've never been a person that just ate unhealthy. But what I thought healthy eating was for a while was eating a salad, and I would get like a fry and a salad at every restaurant, and I would eat a salad twice a day, a grilled chicken salad, most of the time a Caesar, or a tossed salad, or what they call a house salad, so that I could get vinaigrette. Um, and I would do it with a French fry and maybe a red wine, and I drank bottled water. And I knew that that was very unhealthy, but I was doing it because it was kind of like power food, and it also went with my yoga diet. Um, when I did this documentary and when they asked me to do it, I was like, I can't do it if I'm just going to read lines or what people want me to say. I need to tell people the truth. Okay? So people ask me all the time, Darren, what am I doing for skin? What do I do to stay youthful? I don't eat fried foods. I let that be known all through the documentary because certain people were saying, yeah, I eat what I want and I'm still healthy. I don't eat fried foods. I do that for skin complexion. I want my neck to be the same color as my face, my hands, my waist. My whole body is an even complexion, and I know because I look at this ass every day. Golden brown. Okay? Um, I'm not a person that believes that breakfast is the most important meal of my day, even though I eat breakfast. But what people are not telling you is what you eat for breakfast determines whether it's important or not. I think that a lot of people have been sunk and driven to think that the shit that we learned in school still applies to you as a person in your 30s. This is for people that are 28 plus, because now you're at that place of your life where you're going to notice somebody changing. Now, this is just my sweater. I don't have that orange, but I just did that because that's normally what a woman would notice first. Or drooping gravity, in the breast lining and stuff. There are ways to subtract that, there are ways to subtract that without doing body creams, augmentations, and all of these facial shit. You can do it at home on your own. It's called stretching. Now, some people call it yoga, and a lot of people have gotten on me, darn, you're Christian, you don't do yoga, bitch. That's what they call it. No, I don't do Buddhism, but I gets my yoga to fuck on. I got a purple mat. I put on my little 2-pound arm wrist weights and my 5-pound legs, and I hit that mat. It builds core. It builds character. I was telling people about how you eat for breakfast. Now, I do a yoga-based diet, and I know people like, what the fuck is that? Something that I made up, and it works, where I eat a power food in the morning for breakfast via a granola bar. I don't eat breads, and when I do eat breads, it's Ezekiel bread because it's more like lentils. It's not dough. I warm my Ezekiel bread up. You can find that in any store, whether you are at a Giant's, a Weis, a Food Lion, a Hearst Teeter, a Publix, a Wegmans. I'm a Wegmans shopper, not because I'm better than you, not because I'm better than you, because I have heard before that bitches that shop Wegmans think that they're better. I'm bitches, but I do like Wegmans. I don't think I'm better than anyone, but I do know that it's what you put in your body that makes you think better, look better, feel better. What you eat for breakfast matters, okay? A lot of people will look at a breakfast food commercial and go out there and get everything on the commercial. And I also say I'm a person who watch my calories. I watch my calories. I don't sit there and add them up with a shot of water. I'm not, I must, no. But I watch how much I know I don't need to eat. I'm a person at 5'8". I don't need to eat no more than about right at 2,000 calories a day. I can hold it. I also have a very fast metabolism. Now, as I've gotten older, I've noticed that shit is kind of slowed down. But once I get my espresso in the morning, oh, bitch, I can go like a gerbil. I can go longer than your rose. I'll tell you that. But it's what I eat for breakfast that matters. Like I said, I've created what I like to call a yoga-based diet. In my yoga-based diet, I might do a fruit spread on Ezekiel toast in the morning. When I don't have time to put my toast up, I will always do a breakfast. I do not eat dairy. I do not eat dairy. Dairy is not your friend after the age of 30. I don't care how much you like ice cream and mayo. And you can't eat a baked potato without sour cream. Dairy ain't your old ass friend, bitch. I'm here to let you know. You will not glow from eating no dairy. And I'm telling you, you, especially people who gotta have a mac and cheese. Cheese be the worst. When people say you are what you eat, they don't mean that you're gonna turn into a block of cheese. Now, some of you have. Some of you got a block body. All right? If you was a movie store bitch, you be blockbusters. And that's okay. But you are what you eat when it applies to how it forms in your body. Especially bitches that love a mac and cheese or anything Italian, a lasagna. I just got to put some cheese on. Do you got some more Parmesan? And people think that when they ask and sprinkle their fingers, that that's just a little bit. Yeah, a little more Parmesan. That don't make it's just going to be a little sprinkle when it's sitting on your soul like that. That shit ain't your friend after the age 25, but you really pushing your limits by the time you in your 30s. Anybody got to clear their throat all day? You ever sit around somebody ain't got a thyroid problem, but they... Yeah, that's that dairy shit. You sitting there and lick the spoon of the yogurt. Because you just got to have... I love my dairy. I love my cheese. And some of you eat cheese all fucking day unknowingly. That's why when people tell me I eat pork, but I eat it in portions, I know you're lying. Because, see, I don't eat pork and I don't eat red meat. I haven't done it in 6-7 years, but I'm not here to tell you that pork or red meat is bad in your diet, because it's not. That depends on what diet you got. If your person is trying to build mass weight, you probably want to eat a red meat sandwich. You should. You need that beef. You need that type of protein. You need all the meats you can, but it's in moderation. You cannot sit in my face and tell me I eat pork in moderation when most breakfasts contain pork. So that means you probably get up in the morning and you have a sausage biscuit or bacon, egg, and cheese. And maybe for lunch, if you're right across the street from a Subway, you have a ham sandwich, or you may even have a pizza and pepperoni from your near Domino's. And then for lunch, you may even have, I don't know, a pork chop. Unknowingly, you've had pork 3 times a day. And that's why you're getting that net drop there. All that sodium that sit up in that pig is sitting right in your décolletage, or what they say, your necklatage, or whatever the fuck they call it. Yeah. And some of you ain't going to have a neck lining because you eating hog necks and turkey neck and pig nuts and pig feet and pig intestines. And, you know, I do think it's what you eat off the pig that matters too. You can't get a good piece of pork while you eat it. Pork tenderloin seems to be your friend. When you eating all that ground up sausage, you don't know what part of the pig that come from. Some of y'all eating pig toenails, pig ass, pig pussy. It's just, come on now. Come on now. Come on now, then claim, I don't like to be around lesbians. Well, why not? You eat pig pussy, she eat regular pussy, y'all both eat pussy. All right, right. I'm young, bitch. And that's okay. I'm here to help you save your day. Back to the cheese conversation. A bitch that eat dairy all day, you can't tell me that you don't eat it all day. I've seen people love to go to McDonald's and get them one of them milkshakes or them frappes and all that shit after eating one of them impossible meat. You don't even know what's in that fucking meat. Grind it up with that cheese that don't quite melt. Cheese that don't melt on a sausage biscuit also don't melt in your stomach. What it does when you add water to it, it blows up like a balloon. It's kind of like, you ever made a piñata? You want to blow the balloon up first after you've stuffed it with your confetti and all the things, and then you put a little paste and stuff. That's what it's doing in your body. The same thing that pasta noodles do. Once you add water to them. What it does in the pot, it does in the gut. These are the things that I was helping people out with on that health document that is supposed to be dropping sometime this fall. Yeah. And I hope that that little portion of Dern's dietary and my yoga diet breakfast have helped you out, because I'm going to coin that term, by the way, my yoga diet. I do a yoga-based diet breakfast. I do. That includes sometimes just a banana or granola bar. That includes just an oatmeal some mornings. That includes just a bowl of fruit and toast, Ezekiel bread, because that's the type of shit that gets me going. Then I can get up and do my yoga. All right, Coach is coming to bother me now. That means I've been doing this segment a little too long. So that includes today's podcast segment of It Behooves Me to Say. When he starts snooping around, I feel like he about to come and tear down some of my decor or some shit up in here. And y'all, I got it real cutesy, like my little ring light and stuff up there. Oh, I got it looking like Taylor Swift lives here. A little green wall to the side, some zen. I got this corner professionally propped in my home for podcasting, because I knew that once I moved in that I'm not going to be waking up doing videos every fucking day. That I did know. Before I do go, though, I want to plug a show or two, if you don't mind. I hope you don't. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I will be there on September the 12th, live at Comedy Bar. Give it the fuck up, fake claps. Detroit, Michigan. I will be there September the 13th, live at Comedy Bar. Fake claps, fake claps. Coach, I see you. I'm coming just a second, but you're going to give me a second first. And don't come over here and fuck up my party pickup setup. Because, see, then I'm going to be set back. I'm going to be upset. Don't come over here. Don't come over. No. Sit. Attaboy. Y'all see how he listens now at 3? He's 21 now, so he know I can call the cops and they're going to trial that ass as an adult. Oh, September the 20th and 21st, I'm going to be at the Comedy Bar in Chicago, Illinois. And I'm for real this time. I'm about to go. Once again, guys, I hope this live saves and helps someone. If you're thinking about moving on in your life, bitch, move on and don't ask for permission. But I hope that this is, too, a good enough suggestion to what I'm doing. I'm not saying I'm not doing comedy. I love doing stand-up. It is what I do. It is what I'm born to do. Naturally, I'm funny even when I don't try to be. So I know these things about me, so I'm not going to quit. But it's just that the format of which I've done it for so long, oh, baby, I'm tired, okay? I am out with the old, in with the new. And I can't wait to see y'all on the road. I love y'all so much for free. Please share this live for those that care, and I know that you are those. I love you so much. God bless you all. Bye-bye. Come on, son.